Hey, Facebook Live. I have been in the last 2 days here with my son, and we've been developing what he's put together, and I got really excited, and I wanted to share um, a couple of things because I think he's moving in a way that can make a huge difference, and thought I'd share a little bit. So I'm going to share my screen and get right to it. I put it on Torch Academy because I'm always learning, right? You're always learning. I'm always learning. And Eco-Inspired Living has been our amazing platform. We did it for Earth Day, and we put together a project for the first time, my son and I, through technology. And he runs an organization called My RDT, Renewable Dream Team. So here I go. I'm going to share with you what my thoughts are for the last couple of days on how I deal with technology. I am not a tech person, and it's been really challenging to deal with. So let me share my screen, and I'll share with you what happens for me and what I think can make a huge difference in people's lives. So when you're looking at technology, it's always moving, right? We stay connected. We move ourselves. Can you see my slide okay? I want to check. Hang on. I don't know how to do this on both levels of. I was just laughing so much when I was on with my amazing friend. It was about a year ago. I was on for International Peace Day, and we're running a 5-day peace event. But technology is huge for me. It's a big issue. So let's see. I'm hoping you guys can see the screen. So let's see what we're up to here. Mama. I'm hoping you can see it. There you go. Okay, so technology is always moving. It stays, it's always staying like in the forefront of all of our lives right now. Is that correct? Like I feel like we're in it, and it's always changing. And I've been on the back with my son, and he's always changing because he's a tech person, and he's really good at what he does. So I really believe that each of us as entrepreneurs has to stay connected to our gifts, right? And he's staying connected with it. I'm going to share with what I feel we need to stay connected to our gifts. Technology and the lay person. So I don't know if you can see these birds, but they should be going around and around. Like I'm chasing my tail all the time with technology. I don't know about you, but it's crazy. So when was the last time you had a grasp on your technology? I mean, I feel like the next time I get a grasp on something, whether it's an iPhone or a new, platform or a new icon or a new, somebody turns me onto something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like this bird going around and around and around. So, it's exciting. It's an exciting time, and we need to get a grip on it. But when did your tech team really market you to win? I have had no success, like serious no success. And tech teams and I just don't line up. And when I get talking to my son, at least I know him because he's a solar engineer, and he's really built the largest solar system in the world, literally. And I think it's like 5 football fields large. And about a year ago, he built his own company. And I think it's been a few years with RDT, which was Renewable Dream Team, and he focused on solar, and he's been really doing well. But what's happening is he put together this Earth Day for me, with me, and we just got really collaborating. And as many of you know, I'm really about C2C, not B2B. I'm really about collaboration to collaborate. And if you don't collaborate with your tech people, forget it. So when you're going to create a strong impact and be the entrepreneur you want to be, and not get caught up in tech. I wrote that a little wrong, but I'm always getting caught up on tech. Forget it. I surrender. I love you all that have worked with me. Please forgive me. I get that I'm not a tech person, but there's a bridge between me and my technology, and there's a person in the middle that really has to get that. We have neurotransmitters. I'm a nurse, so I work a lot with brain, and I work a lot with understanding people's health and connecting that inner relationship to your technology, that inner eye, was really hard for me because I didn't get tech. So I know spiritually that I have to connect to my inner relationship myself for my business, and technology needs to be on the backside. So my inner eye, my inner person, my personhood has to get really strong. And I think what I've dealt with for so much of it, I kind of surrender when something happens. I was on the phone like in the middle of the night, can anybody make me a logo? And this beautiful, wonderful Mian Bilal made this beautiful tech logo for Torch Peace, because we're putting together a 5-day peace project, right? And I hope you join us. And some of this information might be on there as well. I'll go in deeper with you on what I believe about business and neurotransmitters, and spiritual renewal is what I just did. I did a 9-day spiritual renewal for the business owner because I need it, you need it. With COVID, we even need it more. And I feel like, you know, our neurotransmitters are so charged, because if I just try to call my phone company, or if I just try to call to get something done, I have to wait a couple of hours now because everybody's been laid off and there's been all this business change, right? So what do we work for? Why do we work? Why are we entrepreneurs? That my son literally asked me this question. He said, Mom, we're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. And for me, it's coming from the heart with your clients and really developing a relationship with your clients, and a relationship with, you know, what I've done with Torch Tech and our team members have done with Torch. We're an amazing team. We just have an amazing organization. And so I really wanted to put this together because I want to really bring joy back into my technology. And I'll tell you why I did this in a minute. Like, what do we have to win for? We have to win the game of money, right? Because we all have to survive. There's a thing, survival. But for me, it's always been the rainbow. I am in service, and then money comes back, and I'm in service and money comes back. Most of us are trading time for money. This is another question my son asked me. He said, Mom, I don't want to trade time for money. I'm not going to do that for you. And he'll literally tell me that. And most of us aren't seeing that inside relationships to level up to that game so that money comes flowing. Money comes like really nurturing to us the way it should be. We should be receptive in our understanding money. And how can we do that when we're all locked up in how to do tech? At least for me, that's what happens for me. So to maximize your time, we must empower and bring momentum and speed back into our success. And that's not speed of you figuring out technology. It's about speed of your success. Like, what do you really love about your business? What do you really love about doing with your business? What do you really love about your success? You know, the game of money's there. Like when we get a big contract, my other son just, you know, got a $300,000 contract in Colorado, and I was so proud of him. And I was like, my boys, you know, I added it up. My dad was an entrepreneur for 50 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 30 years, and my sons have been entrepreneurs for about 10 years. And that's 90 years of entrepreneurship. And I think our neurotransmitters are working really well when I look at my sons, because they've got the game going on. Both of them have the game, and it's working for them. So technology. I did a video and I couldn't locate it. That's how my tech goes, because locating where my videos are, organizing, all of that. I look at my son's folders, and he knows how to do it, and he knows how to set it all up. And, you know, I'm 61. We didn't grow up with this, but he grew up with this, you know? So I'm just kind of like playing in what I believe. And I was on the beach with my good friend, Uman, and Usman, and we had such a blast one day. And I was just making these videos about Torch Tech and technology. I really believe we have to be teachable. Like, we just have to be teachable about it. It has to be creative. And I picked this picture because it's a Rudolf Steiner picture. And I really believe that we have to really look at all the colors how we are not teachable and really open our hands up and evolve. We have to evolve into a technology. We have to connect to technology. We have to bring our heart into technology and in our brain. And we have to optimize it so we laugh, right? So you know me, I love to have fun. I also get pretty serious around theology and spirituality, and I go deep, and many of you know that about me. If you go into Holy Wisdom, Holy Word, I'm always kind of bringing this idea back in. But we have to gain our heart back. We have to gain our evolution back through technology, and it's beautiful what's happening. And we also have to say yes. So that was my acronym today for technology. I might come up with a different one tomorrow, but that kind of came up today for me. That we're teachable, that we evolve in our business, that we connect to our business, that we have heart for our business, that we know that our neurotransmitters are, as entrepreneurs, we're always, electrifying our consciousness. But if I'm only working on technology and trying to figure that out, it really holds me up. And it costs a lot of money to have the right people. So optimizing programs and optimizing what you can put in place is really important. Laughing a lot, like seriously get into the laugh, because it's laughable. Like, what's the next iPhone? What's the next this? And we all, in America, that's kind of where we go. And I've built out a lot in Pakistan, and I just love you all if you're watching from Pakistan. But, this technology part, again, there's such a huge group of technological wizards there. And we've had people on our team, and it's just been really beautiful. But I have to gain my own heart back. I have to gain my own self back in technology, because I don't really get it all. My son tries to describe it to me, and I kind of go blank. My brain goes dead because I don't follow, So I don't know about you, but that's what happens for me. I hope this relates to some of you. So to increase your success and find your financial freedom, I feel like we got to plant the garden. It's back to torch seeds for me. It's like, I got to plant my garden into my business, not into tech. Like, I have to invest in tech. I have to invest into my relationship with tech, but I got to get people that really get tech. And planting the garden for me is planting my amazing creative heart with Torch and Torch Peace. Right now, this event has me just, totally getting excited about it. So when I think about planting a garden, I get really excited because I love to put my hands in the dirt. And I don't know what it is for you. Is it taking, a sale? Is it, entrepreneurship is supposed to be here for our freedom, and our freedom has to come from, automated systems now, because they're there, but many of us don't really know too much about them. So what it takes in technology is vision, strategy, implementing, management, and engaging. And this circle, as my son was putting together some things for me to understand my RDT, I really started getting like this idea how we work together and how he and I can work in these type ideas and strategies together. And I was kind of off the mark on some of the work. When I was putting down vision, I had a different idea and he had a different idea. And it was like, okay, this is the tech brain and this is the theologian brain, like, and so if you're an entrepreneur like me, and you're an entrepreneur that knows that technology is not quite your niche, I think it probably holds a lot of people back. But these are the 5 areas I feel like you really got to do it. Now, I studied 5 Chinese theory. I'm really good at teaching a cooking class in the 5 energies. And so that I could kind of relate to the 5 energies that they go around, and they, engaging in my business. I totally am engaged. I love vision for my business. I love to strategize and implement and manage. But when it comes, if you put tech in here, I don't really know how to relate it. So I have to really count on somebody else. People are naturally attracted to your work. Like, you are there as a venture person, a venturous person, a person that is started up a business or started up something that you're really getting impacted by. You know, I have an oil company and I love my oil company, and it's got its own tech thing, and it's got its own engagement, and it's got its own way of doing the oils. But the oils I relate to emotionally because they affect me. They affect my health. Now, if I was going to say that to my son, he wouldn't. He's a whole different character with this. Creating taglines that engage people. I can do that. I can create momentum. I just create momentum. I love people. I love getting out there. I'm peaceful and confident. Like, I'm pretty confident in myself. And I think you are probably too as an entrepreneur. I'm pretty sure you're creating all the time. But I want you to put the song back in your work and not worry about tech as much. So if you have a website and you really want to get creative, I want to share what my son came together with, and because it's a really cool program, and build your own avatar for yourself. And so we want to help you do that. And it's going to take precision, and it's going to take some good work on both of our parts. But with my son, he gets it so clearly and how to do it. So building your own avatar for a detailed precision is really going to like the neuro triggers for marketing are going to create, you know, sustaining strategies and opening to craft your ideal avatar so that your clients can relate to you. This is what my son built, and I am so charged about it. Like, I can't get any more excited than what he's putting together. So that's the end of that right there. And now let's see who's on here. Now I can see you, Joshua. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Karen. So I'm so excited about this. I'm telling you, because I'm not a tech person. I've been laughing all day, like waiting to show you guys this. And it's not quite up yet, but I'm going to give you a little snippet. And if you're interested, you can go to myrdt.com. But I want to show you about it because he's built out some amazing consciousness around what it takes. So this is my RDT avatar. So I'm going to walk you through it. Like I just saw this 2 days ago. So I put my name in and I enter my cell phone, right? Right? You've seen this. This is all part of it, but look what happens here. So answer all the questions to the best of your imagination. It says, enter your ideal avatar demographics. So I live in the Silicon Valley. And psychographics. I wasn't quite sure about this, but kind of like, I would say my avatar is like torch piece. You know, it's kind of what, I think that's what it, like a couple of the questions we're still working, but he's got this down. And what's your ideal avatar frustrations and irritations? For me, it's tech. What are your pains and fears? I do not understand tech. Okay, so I'm an entrepreneur. Here I am. For your ideal avatar, what results can you help them with? So I would ask my avatar to build a strong platform. Bringing peace to the world is my aspiration. I'm just going to walk you through this. Now, these aren't going to be for yours because you're going to create your own avatar. And that's what we're going to help you with. And it's like so exciting. What keeps you up at night? my tech. What would they Google search? What would your ideal, how to do SEOs? You know, like, okay, I'm learning about SEOs. Well, I don't really want to learn about SEOs. I want to teach. Great work. Let's see. So when you submit this, watch what happens. This creates its own avatar. And there's more questions. And I'm not going to go further with it, but this is what he has engaged. And what happens now, if you're interested, go on myrdt.com and have a session with him. If you have a website up, or if you have anything that you need from your own avatar, your own robotics, your own neurotransmitters. Like if you have a website and you want to engage, like I highly recommend going on Maya RDT. And it's not just because of my son, but I feel like he's brilliant. He's an engineer and he's mastered technology in a new way, and he's understanding bots and chat bots in a new way. And I'm pretty excited about it because he knows how to really engage. And tell him I sent you, so he knows that I did this. He doesn't even know that I put this slide together today, but I'm going to tell him, and I'm going to send it to him because it's on my YouTube, because that's what he created. He created this whole idea that, Mom, you can stream this right to YouTube and you're building your YouTube channel. I'm like, awesome, let's build a YouTube channel. This is easy for me. So if you need to learn StreamYard, come to me and I'll teach you. But these are type things that take a lot of time and mastery. And I think when I look at eco-inspired living and teaching somebody a cooking class, my son would have trouble doing a cooking class because he hadn't put those together for years. But he's been doing technology and he's really good at it. So I'm giving my 2 cents to my son because I really believe that building these avatars specifically to your niche, we can create something so dynamic. And I really am excited about it. So let us help you put technology into the platform. Great. Awesome. There we go. Yeah, there we go. My beautiful, we have a new member here and we're working on these. So we're definitely developing it. So thanks, Hamza. Awesome. Let's do it. Let's talk right after this. But I really want you to really stand for what is happening, because these ideas that are building within a person's brain that has really good charge because he's an engineer and he could create another idea. Because if you just go with computer science, it's one thing, but when you're an engineer and you can manipulate, you know, this idea of 3D world and 3D ideas, he's just done remarkable, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm really excited to have Hamza with me. We're creating our peace project and we're creating other stuff. And you know, Joshua, thanks for coming on. Thanks, Karen, for coming on. I hope you guys spread this and help, you know, just like make your life easier in the world of technology and hand this over, because I think I can help you with bridging the gap between a tech person and him. Because myself and tech, I'm out here and he's there, and I have my own creative process, and technology has its own creative process, and you got to bridge the gaps. And I've been fighting with this for years as an entrepreneur that thinks very quantum. I think very quantum. I think very neurologically in a whole new way than my son does, that he gets it. And I just think you're going to be really excited if you go on there. So join us in all kinds of new events that we're creating and new ideas that we're creating, and get a bot on your website. If you go to My RDT and you go to the AI section and you press on some of the bots and just start dancing, you'll see what happens. So seriously, you know, we are building something remarkable, and to partner with my son is really fun, and to create with my son is really fun, and to develop with my son is really fun, and to develop with people from Pakistan that are completely much more tech savvy than so many people. We are creating really fun. We've got a couple girls from the Philippines, so we're an international company. My RDT is just like Torch. We're international. So that I did do with my son, because he was raised with people from all over the world in my house, because my house was filled with people. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it made sense for you to really focus on your creativity in your work and not worry about certain things that can engage. But what can happen with these avatars, you can create your own ideas without the painful processes that it takes for a layperson. And you can put your creativity into your business then. So be in touch with me or my son. It's better probably to make an appointment with him. You can do it right on myrdt.com and tell him I sent you and that you're interested in, bots, chat bots for your website. If you don't have one, just seriously go to Adam because he's creating something really unique. So God bless you, and I hope you're great. And that's me. That's Mama Lynn today in the tech world, trying to learn. I've got all these pages. Page and page and page on my learning curve. It's great to learn. That's a good thing. But I'm totally laughing. I'm totally laughing at myself today. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and thanks for joining me on this little tech adventure. It's a tech adventure. And I got so excited about my avatar the other day. I'm building my own avatar for lynnchittick.com, and I'm excited. And Hams is going to help me get there, and my other friends are going to help me get there. I need tech that works, and I need people engaged with me that work. And I am so excited to be engaged with my son with some of this work because he's got a really good, keen eye. He's got the keen eye for you if you've got a business. So, all right. And if you're interested in solar and really developing solar, definitely be in touch with him as well. He's a solar whiz. And get solar on your house. Torch environment. We want you to get solar on your house. We need it for the next generations. Blessings. Have fun. That's Mama Lynn. I'm gonna come back and say Torch Academy. We're gonna build an academy unlike any other academy on the planet because it's gonna be emotionally connected to peace, health, environment, and technology, the 4 pillars of the torch. I just had to tell you that. It's super, super exciting. I'm popping back in. I love you. Bye. Peace on earth. Let's do it. Let's do it.